Hello, Sal Bonavita here. In this video I want to take you through some variations on the basic theme of Malaguena. And we're getting started right now. The link to the tab for this lesson is in the description. And as we go through this video, I'll have the tab on the bottom of the screen, and also on the screen up in the corner I will reference the part of the tab that we're going through at any particular time. So I'm going to assume that you already know the basic theme, which is this. So I'm not going to put your finger there and put your finger there and this and that. I want to keep the talking to a minimum. So that basic theme is done with the rest stroke of the thumb and the index finger up. So you could do it like this with the thumb and M and I on the top string like this. A bit slower. In that case, I'm not using the rest stroke, I'm using a free stroke. And if you're feeling adventurous, you could do it with the classical tremolo, using A, M, I on the top string. Again, free stroke with the thumb. Or if you're doing a really slow version of this, you could do the flamenco tremolo, and the fingers I use there are M, A, M, I, like this. Again, free stroke with the thumb and with the flamenco tremolo, like this. And if you wanted to, you could, if you felt like it, if you're doing something fancy up here, you could start this theme up here. You got the E and the G sharp. We're using the E and the G sharp up here. You could do it like this. The advantage of doing up here is that you could do something like a little arpeggio on the B string and the I string like this. You could do it like that. Here it would be a bit difficult because you haven't got two strings to play with after you reach that B string like this. You couldn't do it. And where do you go from there? So that's a good thing to do up here. Okay, just saying, you could if you wanted to. The other common way to do it is with the bass notes. We got the E note here and the G sharp there. You could do it an octave lower up here. Again with a single index finger. Or with the two fingers, M and I. Or with a tremolo. Or you could do this sort of thing where you're playing on the, you're playing two notes M and I, but instead of this, the first note, the M, is played at the same time as the bass, like this. For an extra effect. And you could do it with an arpeggio, AMI, on the top three strings, bass followed by AMI. Like this. Whoops, sorry. Oh, the finger has to be on the G sharp. I thought it sounded a bit funny. Here we go again. And then you got your first finger on the C and the third finger on the A, and then you've got this. Again. Or you could do a forward arpeggio like this. Or you could do a kind of a broken arpeggio like this. Sorry. I call that a backwards arpeggio when you're going from the E to the B to the G. That's a backward backward arpeggio. Forward arpeggio would sound like this in that same style. Slower. Or you could do block chords. With the bass again, same thing, but with block chords. In this case, you're doing a bass note plus playing the three strings together. Sorry. Okay, let's get back to the original basic theme, this one. And I'll show you a different melody line, which is this. After you've done this basic one, the second time you could do it like this. Okay, I'll do that twice. First the standard one, and then what I just did, the variation. could be a nice segue into continuing that theme with the bass, like this. Kind of, I missed a note there. And finally, a falseta you could use if you want. I've done a tutorial on this falseta in the video called Arrastre, so go and check that out if you wish. So, falseta. And then go into a variation on the basic theme. And that's all I wanted to say. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.